frosty over on those hills. There's the Maxim farm. Up here on top of the hill. See the roof of it. Those people will start getting their pipeline ready here pretty soon. They start 3 or 4 months before the season and get everything set up. Like stick season now, doesn't it? Them leaves gone. Yeah. Won't be long, we'll be all covered in snow. It's like putting the baby to bed. Let it sleep for a few months, and then everything will wake up again. And we'll repeat the cycle all over. Stowe. Famous for their ski area. Yeah. Stowe's a pretty little town. But unless you got lots of money, you're not going to live here. Don't see any homeless communities around here. Of course, if you did, they'd freeze to death anyway. No, usually they have to get in the Burlington area where the homeless usually hang out, because they got shelters down there. Up here, all they got is snowbanks, and those igloos probably don't keep them very warm in the winter. Too bad for some that down on their luck, but I see a lot of them that are just capable of working as I was, and that kind of bothers me a little bit. But sometimes they like to have that booze and drugs more than they do working. It affects all families. It even affected mine, so guess there's not much of a cure for it, is there? Smart enough to warm up this car before I left this morning anyway. I let it run for about 15 minutes. I says, I ain't going to ride in a freezer all the way down to Burlington. Kinda glad I did. keeper. Alright, coming to the stop sign. See how our traffic is this morning. Not too bad, I can squeeze out there. Capstone. They do winterization for seniors, elderly, and the poor. They come in and they insulate your floors, your ceilings. They upgrade your appliance if you qualify. Of course, as poor as I am, I qualified for that, and they came in and they did a hell of a good job. They insulated all my pipes, attic. Of course, my home is only 11 by 50 feet long, so it don't take much to heat it. Like I said, I don't need a mansion to live in. I just need a bed to sleep in. So, besides that, anything bigger, you pay more taxes on it. So, who the hell wants to pay taxes? My taxes on my small little place are like $300 a year. When I had a house, they were $3,000-$4,000. Well, that don't make a lot of sense. No. Everybody wondered why I'd let my ex-wife take the house. I says, well, for one thing, she got a hell of a lot more money than me. And I wasn't about to be able to go in debt just trying to keep it. So, here you go. Enjoy it. That ain't the first house I bought for a lady either. I don't know. That getting married stuff sometimes can cost you a lot of money. You better think twice. Of course, ain't any of them going to want my place, so I'm safe. Pumpkins are all out on the porches, and the little scarecrows or whatever they are. Everybody getting ready for the treaters and the trickers. Yep. Some people spend a lot of money on that stuff. They go a little bit haywire, I'd say. Same as Christmas decorations. My God, and some people, they put on a bunch of them. Enough electricity to light up the whole village. But I guess they want to get in the spirit. Jingle balls, jingle balls. Well, Stowe's kind of pretty. See if we can get through it without anybody walking out in front of me. Down here, they don't use crosswalks. They just hop out wherever they want. I said, buddy, you're not in New York City anymore. That's what these lines are for. You want to pay a $40 ticket for not crossing there? Well, in New York, we don't do that. That's just what you're supposed to. You just break the law all the time. $3.24 a gallon. Not bad. Seen it worse. I do see the economy seems to be getting a lot better than what it was. Sure to hell hope we get Harris in there. I'd hate to see us go back to that other stuff we were involved in. But I'll leave politics out of it. You vote for whoever you want. I don't really care. I've always voted by character. And if I don't see a good character, I don't vote for him. Now, I voted for mostly Republicans. Bush, Reagan, Truman was president. And I can remember that feller Eisenhower running for office. He won. Yeah. That was a long time ago. Of course, back then you didn't have all this name calling stuff. There was no TV like they have today. You had the radio, but elections were a lot peaceful in the old days, and now it's just disrespectful. And I imagine a lot of you folks are just getting just tired of it as I am. So enough said. We're leaving the fine city of Stoll. It smells like sewage out there. I know it wasn't me. Maybe somebody's got an overflow on something. It ain't working just the way it should. When somebody flushed, they sure the hell backed up. Waterbury used to be home of our state hospital. My mother always said, "You're driving me to Waterbury," which meant the nut house. Trying to tell us we were driving her crazy, which we probably did most of the time. Those are all shut down now. Except for the really hardcore. They're reintegrated into the community in one way or another, which is probably not a bad thing at all, as long as you're equipped to handle it. And, probably saved a little money. Made the hospital into a lot of the state office buildings. Are you enjoying the scenery over there? It's kind of beautiful, isn't it? Frosty lawn. Thought I was seeing things, but then there was a guy down there cleaning out a culvert. He had a green coat on. Huh. Maybe it froze up. Don't come out. Yeah, I thought you were going to do that. That's why I slowed down a little bit. Feller's in a hurry. Shop. They sell fishing gear there. And cold meat. Boar's hog, I guess they call it. Different types of cold meat. Feller up here on the left-hand side of the road, up a little further, he uses his chainsaw and he cuts out things and makes bears out of them. Bears and deer and eagles and yeah, that place right there. They're pretty handy with it. You still see he's got a lot of bears there on the lawn.